I was just a young freshman, full of hopes and dreams. I walked into my dorm the first day I moved in, and it instantly felt strange. I was laying in bed one night when I felt a presence. I looked up and there was a dark figure standing in my doorway. It moved towards me and entered my body. Since then, I dropped out of school and now I'm living on the streets of Charleston.
Well, I moved into Berry my sophomore year. I was kind of a loner back then, didn't really have many friends. It started out small. Little things you wouldn't notice. Noises, things going missing, things reappearing 3 weeks later.
Is anyone out there? What was that?
My mom, she's a spiritualist. She's one of those people who's real into, the energies of places. And she always mentioned demons and places with tragic histories being filled with them.
Mom? Yeah, it's been happening again.
As it started to get worse, I started to, lose control of myself in a way. And it all came down to that one night when I don't know what happened or how it happened, but all I know is I came to realizing that I was choking my own roommate. But I ended up having to go to a priest to help me get rid of the spirits that were within me. And, well, from that day on, I knew I had to do something to help people who were in my situation. I knew I could make a difference for people who went through what I went through. And that's why I became an RA.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company.
It was about 3 a.m. A couple nights ago. I was a bit out of sorts. I was a bit inebriated at the time of the incident, and I was just walking through the hall. It just suddenly got really cold. And then I was suddenly stricken with this just tingling feeling that just went all the way up my legs and just went up to my chest, and I was a little cold, and it was sensual, it was welcoming, it was cold and warm at the same time. It was almost erotic. And that's when I saw her. She began to meander my way. What the hell? I received instant bad vibes, so I began to run away from her at top speed. Oh, hell no. turned around at last, finally thought that I had become her prey. She was gone. Whoa. And since that night, I've always been a believer in the spirits.
I was just a young freshman when it happened. I was laying in bed one night when I got a call from the cute girl who lives down the hall. Never really talked to a girl before, so I had to go check it out. I had to go see what it was all about, you know, talking to girls and stuff. Yeah, I'll be right over. I knocked on the door and it took forever and no one was answering. I walked away, but then the door opened. Man! I walked inside, but it was pitch dark, so I flipped on the light. Whoa! Is anybody in here? But there was no one there. This is weird. I'm out of here. So I left and closed the door behind me. But then it reopened. So then I walked back in and I turned on the light.
Nice.
And that's when I saw it.
Where are the babes at?
I've never been so scared in my life. I pissed my pants 3 times. And ever since then, I had to move to Craig.
Whoa. Very scary.
Trick or treat!